everyone, welcome back to Pros of Eden, and we've got a lot to talk about because if you watched the DNC Day 3, you saw it was a lot of lies being told, a lot of motivating speaking, a lot of inspiration given with no true substance. We had Nancy Pelosi come and share a whole lot of nothing, a whole lot of lies, a whole lot of bait and switch, which is what they're so great at doing, right? And then we see who everybody was there to get a word from, Coach Walz, the VP. You know, these people come out and they say all the right things, right? They know how to get your attention. They know how to get you all hyped up about nothing. And he comes and he has all of this pep talk, you know, he wants to give you all of this motivation. He wants to coach you right into destruction. Yes, the coach from hell, Coach Walz. But he looks like an angel of light, right? Everybody's so excited. But if you have eyes to see and ears to hear and you can see beyond, you like, oh my goodness, if they are falling for these angels of light who have united together, oh yes they have, the false angels of light, Oprah Winfrey, Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, Kamala Harris, Coach Walz, Beyonce, and all of these false lights, they have come together to push a move of Kamala onto the people to be the next president. The devil is a lie. You better wake up, and you better wake up quick, you all, because they are trying to usher in hell. They want to usher in Sodom and Gomorrah full-blown 2.0, you all. That is their goal. And they're not shy about telling you exactly what is their agenda. It's just that we have believers too stupid to see what they're doing in plain sight. They are just eating it up. My God, people, wake up before destruction hits you and this nation. Wake up. So one of my viewers, Jennifer P, thank you. She's always on the up and up, always keeping your girl abreast to what's happening. And so we see Coach Walz give this, you know, great pep talk, right? And he talks about how Donald Trump is so dangerous. He has this dangerous agenda that we all have to be so fearful of. Well, let me tell you about Tim Walz. And let me tell you about what you ought to be concerned about. Let me tell you about his agenda, because it's destructive and it's dangerous. Take a listen. This is the email sent to Jim P. This comes from Kara Dansky. And she says, I have some questions for Minnesota Governor and Vice Presidential candidate Tim Walz. And I hope journalists will start demanding answers from him. Specifically, does he stand by his 2023 decision turning Minnesota into a trans refuge? Oh yes, you heard me right. Especially given the overwhelming evidence that what is euphemistically referred to as gender affirming care harms children. In April 2023, Walz signed a bill, listen carefully, into law, giving Minnesota courts the ability to make initial custody determinations in cases where the presence of a child in that state is for the purpose of obtaining gender affirmative health care and temporary emergency jurisdiction in cases where a child present in the state has been unable to obtain gender affirming health care. This is so-called gender affirming care. Have y'all heard of it? I hope you are listening carefully. This can include puberty blockers, opposite sex hormones, and other interventions known as gender affirming care. I know that sounds so nice and sweet, right? But these things cause irreversible damage. And I want you to understand the effect of this law. Minnesota courts have the power, listen carefully, parents, they have the power to remove children from their own parents' custody if the parents inside or outside of Minnesota wish to protect their children from harmful hormones or surgeries. So you as parents, they're going to override your decision to say, hey, it is our faith, it is our belief, We don't want our children to get these puberty blockers or these hormones. They can override, they can take your child out of your home and allow these services to be given. Y'all better wake up and wake up quickly. Do you know that in schools all across America, if your children are struggling with their identity, they won't even tell you? They'll keep all these things from you because they want to protect the child. They get to know the people who didn't give birth or bring life to these children. They get to have all of these says. They get to keep stuff from you. Y'all better wake up before it's too late. This is why God is arising Esthers who will sound the alarm, who will speak up for a time such as this. We were born for a time such as this, not to remain silent. You know, we have believers that want to expose everybody in the church, but they won't expose the wicked works out here in the world. Their concern is so twisted. Meanwhile, they're pushing these laws that will affect your household if you're not careful. If you remain silent, like Mordecai say, you and your father's household will be destroyed. We gonna be just fine because we are doing what Yah has said. But you who remain silent, it's gonna show up at your front door because you chose not to lift up your voice like a trumpet. You better make a decision. You better choose this day who you serve. You better be like Esther. Let me fast, let me pray, and let me go before the king because I have to raise my voice. I have to say what I got to say. And if I perish, I perish. But I will not remain silent. Where are the Esthers? We are here. We are arising. This is ridiculous. So when we talk about dangerous agendas, Coach Walz, this is dangerous. You want to take people's children out of their homes because they don't agree with your wicked schemes. You want to give puberty blockers, irreversible hormones to children. You're dangerous. And I want to show you a clip of Oprah Winfrey because she tells you exactly why she is so excited to endorse Kamala, just like she was so happy to throw Barack Obama on us. That false angel of light. You know what's so concerning? And it just lets you know that the Bible is true and true. That people, it says in the last days, when the Antichrist comes on the earth as an angel of light, people are going to just eat it up. He's going to say all the things you want to hear. He's going to look like an angel of light. You know, meanwhile, you want that, but you fear Trump. The one everybody hates. The media says, hate the orange man. Hate him. Fear him. That's the one you need to be looking to vote for. The one the media and all of hell in Hollywood, they're supporting Kamala. Wake up. They're supporting hell's agenda like they always do. But they tell you to be fearful of what is right. Because why? They call good evil in the last days. And they call evil good. Wake up. Open the eyes of your people, Father, so that they can see exactly the demons that they are dealing with. And I do mean demons. Coaches from hell. April 2024 publication of Cass report, nearly a 400-page report commissioned by UK's National Health Service, found there was only remarkable weak evidence to support the use of puberty blockers and opposite-sex hormones for minors, concluding that such care is built on shaky foundations. We know it's wicked. We know this is all from hell. They open up the ceremonies by giving blood of innocent children. That's why they've got those abortion bans talking about my body, my choice. And they've got, people coming in and they're offering their bodies. They're offering their babies that are in their womb to Moloch. So they got innocent blood they're offering to their God. And all throughout the convention, they're talking about my body, my choice. They're letting you know. all throughout the convention, it's truly about abortions and feminine production, reproductive rights, and that's that blood sacrifice. And now they want to continue to alter your children through all these gender reproductive enhancing, all these pills and all of these hormones to change your child's identity. That's another way they're altering and offering your children to Moloch, because they want to change their identity. Wake up. You were created in God's image, but they want to take what was created by God and they want to pervert it. They want to alter it. They want to change your identity and the children's identity, because the children are our future. And if they can change the children and change their identity, they know they got full-blown Sodom and Gomorrah in the making. But yeah, you just sit back and think that you are choosing the lesser of two evils. You're choosing evil. So, knowing all of this, that this conception is harming thousands of children. You are even having people come that are older that have had these operations, and they're saying it has been so destructive, not only to their mental health, but physically. They're coming out in droves saying how harmful these things are. But you want to give it to our children. Oh, given this, why did Walz sign a law making Minnesota a trans refuge state? Giving Minnesota courts the ability to remove children from their parents' custody if the parents wanted to protect their children? Why did he do that? Because he's demonic. Did Walz simply not know in 2023 that there is an emerging global conscience that so-called gender-affirming care for minors is unsafe? Yeah, he knew. But he don't care. This is the same Coach Walz that said, hey, let's put tampons in the boys' restroom. Just in case they want to feel, we got girls that want to shift their identity and they want to be boys, but they still going through the natural process because they're a girl. We're going to put tampons in the boys' restroom so they can go on in the boys' restroom and pretend to be whatever they want to be. That's what you're voting for. Wake up, y'all. This is no time to be asleep. This is no time to lay down and play dead. To all of you Christians who think you don't have a voice and you don't need to be a part of this election, this is not the time. Wake up. We need you to sound your voice. We need you to play your part. Y'all, this is crazy. So I just had to come and counter all of that celebratory fake motivational speaking that he gave you. For those of you who get caught up in all that, I had to come and sound the alarm and wake you right on up out of your sleep, because the devil is a lie, and he came out there parading like an angel of light. But I'm here to tell you, it was all lies. Wake up. I'm so glad you're watching it. I hope this video goes far and wide, because it was a lie, and it's time to wake up. It's time to stop sleeping. And I speak the word of the Lord over you, that you will awaken and your mind will be quickened to receive the truth of the Lord. Hallelujah. Because this right here, they want you to live on Nightmare on Elm Street. Because this is ridiculous, y'all. A bunch of foolery. Don't get caught up in it. Y'all are smarter than this. You're wiser than this. May the wisdom of the Lord encompass you so that you know how to navigate come November. All right. I'll talk to y'all soon. God be with you.
Respected, are you risking anything at all entering the political arena to endorse Kamala Harris? And I think the answer people understand in this time and place is yes. So why was it so important to risk that reputation, all of that trust, all of that capital for this moment?
Because I really care about this country. And there couldn't have been a life like mine, a career like mine, a success like mine without a country like America. Only in America could there be a me. And I feel that a lot of things are on the line, a lot of things are at stake. And if ever you're going to stand up and fight for your country and fight for freedoms that, you know, I don't need the right to abortion, but I believe that the right to control your body and be able to control what happens to you, particularly as a woman person in this country, is essential. It's fundamental. And all of the freedoms that I have enjoyed, the successes that I have enjoyed, I feel that they're on the line and at stake in this moment. And I think there's the bottom line for me is that decency and respect are on the ballot. And that's why I was willing to do it. And let me just tell you, the big risk was when I don't have anything to lose now. I don't have a show. I don't have, it's not, what is it going to cost me other than knowing that I had to do whatever I could to speak up?
Finally, last question, because I know you have to go. I will never forget seeing you at the Golden Globes, telling the story of being a little girl and seeing 𝔼𝕋 𝕀𝕃 win an award and what it meant to you.
Yeah.
You couldn't describe it then. You just said the feeling was amen.
Yes.
What will it be, what will it mean to you to see Kamala Harris take the oath of office as the first female president of the United States?
You know, everybody uses the phrase all the time that, you know, it means anything is possible. It will mean that the glass ceiling has been shattered, that the ceiling on any potential for anybody has been disrupted. There will be weeping in the streets, and I will be among those weeping in the streets, okay? Women all over the world will be weeping in the streets. It will mean that actually anything is possible, because this is her mother, her father, immigrants coming to the United States of America. Only in America could Kamala Harris's story be possible. And I'm here because only in America could my story be possible.
Oprah, thank you very much.